You may have seen the rumours that flared up this week about Lewis Hamilton moving to Red Bull. Now these rumours have already been put to bed and really, to be fair, it's been well covered. But there is a very interesting part to this story that I will come back to in just a moment. But first, let's just recap what's happened this week. So, the Daily Mail reported an interview with Christian Horner, and Christian said that someone from Lewis Hamilton's team reached out to him earlier this season about the potential second seat at Red Bull. He later clarified that it was actually Anthony Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton's dad, who actually reached out to him to speak about the seat, although nothing specifically was said. And Lewis Hamilton has stated that he has asked his team and that no one in his team reached out to Red Bull about a drive with them next season. All of this is hard to put together to find the truth because they're both saying different things and denying each other's stories. Why then would somebody on Lewis Hamilton's side potentially reach out to Red Bull? Well, we need to remember that at the time, Lewis Hamilton's team was in a negotiation with Mercedes for his current contract, the one which extends until 2025. There's a good chance that maybe they were seeing what the potential was for him to move to different teams as a way of securing better terms or securing more money. But unfortunately, we don't really know, or how this really did take place. Maybe it was just Lewis Hamilton's dad just trying to do the best thing for his son, maybe without speaking to Lewis or the team, going to Red Bull and seeing what the options are potentially for a move. After all, Anthony Hamilton did used to manage Lewis at the early stages of his career, although it's been a long time since. But why is this all interesting? Well, in Lewis Hamilton's comments about the situation, he made a couple of interesting comments. First of all, that he wants to help rebuild Mercedes. He's confident in them, that he wants to get them back ahead of the Red Bulls. But that he would be interested to see how he would do against Max in equal machinery. And he stated that he believes he will come out on top. Now, you don't become a 7-time Formula 1 world champion and probably the most successful, as it is by the stats, Formula 1 driver of all time, unless you back yourself to do the things you think you can do. And Lewis Hamilton hasn't lost any of his skills. In a lot of the races this season, although it hasn't gone the way the Mercedes would have wanted to because the car doesn't have the performance, he has run very good races, good overtaking, good racecraft. Once Mercedes get that car into a better working order, then he would be able to push Max to that limit like we saw in 2021. It also tells us something about Lewis Hamilton's mental state. After the 2021 season, if you had asked him similar questions that we're seeing now, I imagine you would get very different answers. He seemed very dejected at that point. But now Lewis Hamilton seems to have got his mental state, his mental fortitude back under control. He seems back on top, ready to take the fight. And all he needs now is a decent car to take that fight to Red Bull. So all we can say really is, come on Mercedes, we're never going to see Lewis and Max in equal machinery, so please give us a car which Lewis can go and take to win and to fight Max for a championship. That would be brilliant. Now, I'd love to know what you think about this situation, so please leave your opinions in the comments below.